Day 23, how I was conned out of over $2 million. So like I said, at this point from the last video, this is when everything got turned over to MAS, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, supposedly. And I do apologize. I need to kind of revise things. By this point in time, I was actually $180,000 in. And honestly, I don't remember every $2,000, $5,000, $7,000 that she needed, but it all added up. And I had been even looking back, I'm like, I remember the time saying I can't lose $80,000. And then suddenly, we're up close to 200,000. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, because I ended up having to borrow money from my mom, took a home equity loan out on her condo to, get this money, because my mom would do anything in her power to help me. And of course she said, okay, I'll give you the money that you lost or whatever, but you cannot give her any more money. And then when you get your money back, you pay me back. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Of course I'll do that. Supposedly we're going to get this money back. But then when the Monetary Authority of Singapore supposedly got involved, like I said, the con artist, she needed a lawyer, and I had to give her $50,000 for a retainer on a lawyer. So of course I, started withdrawing that money from my 401k, which was just stupid. I said I would never do that, but what am I going to do? I can't lose, $100 and some $1,000 at this point. So give her the $50,000. Supposedly the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, supposedly MAS is investigating her, saying that Celia, the travel agent, was saying that, okay, this girl is not going to travel. She never had any intention to travel. This is fraud. I shouldn't have to give her the money back. And so MAS supposedly charged $2,000 or $3,000 to do this investigation, and eventually decided that, she should get the money paid back. And so they supposedly ordered this Celia to give her the money back, but we're going to continue to investigate her on charges of, fraud or something like this. So it just gets even more convoluted from here. And then supposedly she gets fined like $11,000, $12,000, something like this, I think it is. I'm not even sure, honestly. I really do apologize, but trauma to your brain like this, sleeping 4 or 5 hours a night, maybe choppy sleep, trying to go back and remember every little thing when there were, I think 692 different transactions that I had written down and remembered. That's how often I had to give her money. And it just even gets more convoluted from here when she moves on to where Celia doesn't want to pay her the money back and decides to sue her for the money in court. And then we supposedly are going to trial, or at least she is going to trial in Singapore. And then it gets even more crazy from here.